I've got a popcorn kernel stuck in my teeth and it's driving me nuts. Happy Tuesday. Since there's been no challenges this week, I decided to talk about something sort of interesting, and hopefully you find it interesting enough to go check out the link down there and actually learn some more about it, and if not, well, it's your loss. So, as a student and as, like, an actual member of this world, I feel like I'm constantly being bombarded by, like, messages of doom and gloom and awful and environmental catastrophes and global warming and, floods and floods and locusts and, like, endangered animals and different protests going on and whatever else, and I never hear anything positive, and it's sort of a bummer because every time I go to school I think, oh, well, now I'm gonna learn some more about how the world is shit and there's not much we can do about it, because honestly I haven't really had any experience with going and changing anything, and I don't know how I'd get involved with that, because protesting just seems sort of pointless, because very rarely does it actually work. And anyways, today I was going to talk about something somewhat happy that has happened in the world in like 30 years. So I'm going to talk to you about the Bangladesh miracle. So Bangladesh, country, it's down by India. That's about all I knew about Bangladesh till yesterday. And Bangladesh has the most people per square kilometer in any country, so they have 950 people per square kilometer, which is like huge considering the country's actually smaller than Florida. It's got 150 million people, and in 1962, they had one of the highest infant death rates, and they also had one of the highest children per woman. So they had 7 kids per woman, and they had a infant death rate of 24%, which is like huge. Can you imagine being in a family with 7 other children? And I mean, I can't. As a person who has one sibling and 4 uncles on one side and no one on the other side, it just seems really, really freaky to me. I don't know, there's lots of people in the world with tons of relatives, but to me it's like, I can't even conceive this right now. I cannot conceive your notion. Anyways, so, they were a part of Pakistan for however many years, whatever, but they became independent in 1972, and suddenly this thing changed. Currently, they have 2.9 kids per woman, and the infant death rate is 6.9%, which is like huge. This country just turned itself around, and back in 1962, they were saying there's no way this is going to happen because of religion, because of how they were not independent from Pakistan, and also because there was no information and no technology there that they were getting help, they were getting they weren't getting family planning or immunizations or, any of the things that can be useful in a place like this. And I mean, you hear about this all the time. You hear about how Africa's being sent, family planning ideas and whatnot, but you never really hear the success stories, and I think this is a huge one. And I think everyone deserves to know these things, because, I mean, this kind of stuff isn't exactly privileged information, but you never hear it. You only hear about how the sharks are all, like, getting fished off and everything, and how you need to do something about it, but you never hear about anything that actually has happened that is positive because of the people who were behind the cause in the first place. And I think that if you know of anything that happened that was very positive, please just, comment or make a video response, or, respond if you're a nerd. And I think that would be a really interesting idea, just because, I mean, we're all part of this world, and we're all, here, so we might as well hear the good with the bad, right? And I mean, I'm not underrepresenting all the bad shit that's going on right now, because I do know, but at the same time, you don't really hear about the good things. So I left you a link in the doobly-doo, and go check him out. He's a little bit eccentric, but he's the Swiss guy that started it all. So if you want to check him out, you can go certainly do that, and he has a little bit more detail that's it for me. If you guys want to talk about something that you just learned that's positive or even not, go for it. I mean, no one else has any challenges this week, right? So, alright, I will see you next week. Bye!